On this edition of the Local Lap, we've got late model and modified action from Shawano Speedway. Bill Holland takes us in the groove. A Local Lap Extra plus exclusive racer interviews. So sit tight.
I'm Claire Decker, driver of the 01 Decker Racing Amsoil Special, and the Local Lap starts now.
The Local Lap is brought to you by Tri-City National Banks. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Visit any of the 44 bank branches serving Southeast Wisconsin and let them help you with all of your banking needs. Visit tcnb.com. And by QPS Employment Group. Whether you're looking for work or looking for talent, QPS is your staffing solution. Visit us at qpsemployment.com. Now, your host of the Local Lap, Jim Tretow.
Welcome to the Local Lap, where the racers and fans stay connected. We're going to begin this episode with Bill Holland at the Golden Sands Speedway in Plover, Wisconsin. Here's Bill Holland in the groove.
Golden Sands Speedway hosts the third and final race in the inaugural Central Wisconsin Challenge Series.
This is what we live for. This is what it's all about. I enjoy the bigger races. It's just what we like to do.
Leading the way is the 99 of Chris Weinkoff, winner of the Challenge Series race at Marshfield Speedway and on top of the point standings.
And to win the inaugural one would be a sweet deal. I never won any series type of event like that. So to be first in it, I think that would be something that maybe we could look at in future and say that would be a great accomplishment that we had here.
Right behind is two-time national short track champion Jeremy Lepak, who won the Challenge Series event at State Park Speedway and trails by only 5 points.
Me and Chris have been battling all year, and I got the best of him in the first one of this deal. He got the best of me in the second one, so anything is going to be up for tonight. But he's been pretty fast everywhere he's gone this year, so that's going to make it pretty tough. But we're definitely not giving up. I'm going to get up on the wheel with this thing and see what we can do.
Here at Golden Sands, the hottest driver on Friday nights is weekly points leader and fast qualifier Brandon Selling.
Yeah, I'm not even sure why the car's that good this year. We just really focused on the small details this winter, and Chris Wimmer's been helping out a lot. His knowledge means a lot to us, why this car is so fast right now.
Tonight's race is a big deal for Golden Sands Speedway. Not only will it crown the champion in the new Central Wisconsin Challenge Series, but it's a homecoming for former NASCAR Truck Series racer Brian Reffner.
I started racing a hobby stock here, and we pulled here with a tow bar. So, that was a long time ago, and just to come back here and the track hasn't changed that much. The configuration is still the same, and it still drives the same. The cars are a little different, tires are a little different, but it's still the same fun racetrack to drive.
But it's another Reffner getting noticed in this series. Third-generation rookie Colin Reffner sits sixth in the points after State Park and Marshfield.
3 tracks that I really like: Golden Sands, Marshfield, Wausau. The Wausau race is actually my first time I ever ran up there, and we did pretty good up there, and considering it was my first time, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a really good series. I'm glad they do it.
100 laps will settle the inaugural Central Wisconsin Challenge Series. Brian Reffner and Eugene Gregorich Jr. bring the field to green. Pat Barrett waves the flag, and this one is off to a clean start. Right behind the leaders, it's Jeremy Lepak in the 40, looking to find an opening, and a very fast field of cars and drivers looking to make their way to the front. Lepak makes his move with Frank Nitsky in that green 18 moving into the second spot. Lepak wants to put as much distance as he can between his car and the 99 of Weinkoff, who's quickly up to fifth. Behind Walk-On Iowa's Kenny Reiser in the 2 car. Lepak is looking strong. You can see the distance between the 40 and Frank Nitsky in second place. And trouble in the corner. That's Colin Reffner's 88 and Mike Brooks out of Amherst going around in the 25 car. On the restart, this will close the gap, and Chris Weinkoff will make the most of his opportunity, making the pass on Jeremy Lepak for the lead. caution again as Mike Bohm spins in the 3-car. Skylar Holzhausen has a fast race car, and he'll make the pass on Chad Self for 3rd place. But this one belongs to Chris Weinkoff. He has never won a track or series championship in his entire career, but with the win here, takes the inaugural Central Wisconsin Challenge Series crown.
We worked hard at it, that's for dang sure, and we just had a good car at the beginning of that race. You know, our car was turning well, had good grips, so we were able to get by a bunch of guys when we had good tires. So just got a hats off to the crew, man. They work their butts off on this car to get it to where it is. So, you know, I don't talk about the crew enough. Them guys really work hard on the car, and they sacrifice a lot of their time away from their families to get this where it's at. So it ain't just me driving a race car. There's a lot of guys behind the scene.
At Golden Sand Speedway, I'm Bill Holland in the groove on the local lap, where the racers and fans stay connected.
Thanks, Bill. We're now taking you racing on a different scale. Slot car racing has been very popular with NASCAR drivers, Formula One drivers in their youth, and they still do it because of the great hand-eye coordination it provides them in keeping them sharp on the racetrack. Matter of fact, our Dean Strom had a chance to go inside Lucky Bob's Raceway and find out how cool slot cars are firsthand. Let's check it out.
Lucky Bob's Raceway on Milwaukee, Wisconsin's south side is the place to go to try your hand at fast, side-by-side racing without the high cost, albeit on a slightly smaller scale than your traditional race car.
We've been here 13 years, and you can come in and rent cars, buy cars, and we have competition 3 nights a week, and we have monthly racing. We do birthday parties, scout parties, and you can come in and race for fun.
Oh yeah, we got some 132nd racing going on tonight. We have people coming to race for competition and fun. It's a 4-lane oval. They're called sportsman cars and street stocks. And I'll mainly race in basement tracks. Guys have tracks in their basement, and they race for competition. And they're coming here tonight to try their luck.
Several local racers have either gotten their start in racing at Lucky Bob's or used the competition to hone their skills over the long winter.
Donnie Source, Wayne Freeman, Kurt Davis.
Most of the guys build their own. There are guys that will build cars for you if you like. Obviously, there's a price, just like any racing. I can show you. I have a car sitting here. They're using 132nd scale Revell kits. This is a 55 Chevy. And the body comes off. You have a JK motor. It's called a Falcon motor. Axles and gears. They take a Dremel tool and they slice it in half. They extend it.
About every 3 months we have some big races, and people come from all over to Wisconsin, all over different states too.
I got started in 1974 at a place called Hanks Bikes Raceway, and I helped George Scheffler for 20 years on the late model, or maybe longer. And I continued doing this and helping George, and I am sponsored by Parma, who's a manufacturer for slot cars, and I go and race in other states throughout the Midwest and the country.
If you're in the Milwaukee area, stop by Lucky Bob's Raceway. They're at 58th and Forest Home. They've got 2 levels of great slot car racing, including road course, oval, and drag racing tracks. And they've got enough parts to build a fleet of slot cars. It's affordable family fun, and you are racing. Bring a scout group or birthday party and let kids of all ages in on the fun that is slot car racing. You can check them out online at lucky-bobs-slot-cars.com.
When we come back, we're going World of Outlaw Dirt Late Model Racing. Stay tuned.
The local lap is brought to you by Plymouth Dirt Track, bringing you affordable family fun and entertainment. Racing starts 6 p.m. each and every Saturday evening. For upcoming events, visit our website at PlymouthDTR.com. Big game tree stands. Until you've hunted out of a big game tree stand, it's hard to know the meaning of rock solid. To find a tree stand that fits your needs, visit our website at BigGameTreeStands.com. Full Throttle Magazine, around Wisconsin's racing scene, giving it the coverage it deserves. Visit WapakaNow.com.
Every Monday night at 6, join racers and fans for the Racing Roundup Show, a comprehensive motorsports radio program aired weekly on RacingRoundup.net and on Milwaukee's ESPN radio affiliate 540 ESPN. The show features local drivers and covers NASCAR and the world of motorsports. Tune into the Racing Roundup Show.
Come to the Wisconsin Rapids Balloon Rally and Music Fest, August 20th, 21st, and 22nd, featuring hot air balloons, live music, fireworks, and more, all to benefit Children's Miracle Network.
Friction is heat. You know, you take an engine where the lifter goes up and down, pushes the valve up and down, it really gets hot right there. That's where oil breaks down and where we have failures. AMSOIL, on the other hand, it's a true synthetic lubricant. It's just idling right there. It doesn't even know it's being used. In other words, 300 degrees is ho-hum to AMSOIL.
Welcome back to the Local Lap, where the racers and fans stay connected. It's been 21 years since the one and only visit of the World of Outlaw late models made a trip to the Shawano Speedway on the Shawano County Fairgrounds in Wisconsin. A midweek special, greeted by a huge crowd. That's a recipe for some great racing. The Local Lap camera crews were there, and Bill Holland was there to take in the action. Let's head trackside.
You are looking at the World of Outlaws Dirt Late Models starting lineup for the A-Main at Shawano Speedway. These cars and drivers ready to rock the half mile in a big midweek special. This is a show fans here have been looking forward to all year long. This marks the first time the World of Outlaws Dirt Late Models have come to Shawano Speedway. It is the biggest late model special here in years. Some of the top drivers in all of Dirt Late Model racing are right here, and Dean Strom has caught up with them.
One of the best dirt late model racers in all the land hails from the Badger State. More specifically, he hails from Menominee, Wisconsin. We're speaking none other than Jimmy Mars. And Jimmy, first of all, welcome to the Local Lab. Welcome to the Shawano Speedway. Tell us about your 2010 campaign.
It's been a pretty good year so far. We won 6 races so far, quite a few top 5s. You know, we've had some bummer breaks where, you know, just stupid things have happened, but, you know, out of your control. So, you know, that's just what you got to deal with that too. But it's been a good year so far.
The last time you were here, 2008, was for a Wesell race. You came home the big winner.
It's not going to help a whole lot this time because we have bigger motors and we got softer tires that we can run. So I can't really say that. We just got to kind of go off a little bit of seat of the pants stuff.
Josh Richards, the 2009 World of Outlaw Dirt Late Model champion, leading the points in 2010 with 6 wins. What do you have to do to repeat in 2010?
You know, last year we went into it just trying to win every race that we possibly could. You know, we won the most races with 8, and you know, in doing that, we became more consistent and more, you know, and run better more consistently than we have in the past, and put us in position, you know, to win the championship last year. I mean, it was tough. We had a tight points battle with Lanigan and Francis. It came down with, you know, Francis and I at the end of the year, and now it's Lanigan's been really tough. He gained a lot of points on me here the last few weeks, and but you know, the one car's still running pretty strong.
Tim McCready from New York joins us on the Local Lap. And Tim, first time at the Shawano Speedway. Give us your thoughts.
It's an impressive place. It's a big wide track, and the fans have come out in the thousands, so that's pretty cool. Anytime you go anywhere where everybody shows up and puts on atmosphere like it's a big time race, that's all right.
How do you foresee this 50-lap feature playing out tonight?
I hope the cushion goes away a little bit. It's just kind of dominant right now, and then we can race all over it. But track's smooth. The track prep, they've done a great job, and hopefully we can get a little further up and we didn't heat.
10 Shawano Speedway regulars are among the 32 drivers entered, and they'll have to race their way into the show through a pair of B mains. A.J. Diemel won the Wesell Late Model Championship here a year ago, as well as the Fast Track National Points title. He'll wheel the 58 car into the A main. All told, 4 Shawano regulars will make the field of 24. It's 50 laps with $10,000 on the line for the winner. Fast qualifier Billy Moyer brings the field to green, and this one is underway. You can feel the thunder as these 800 horsepower, 2,300 pound late models blast down the Shawano Speedway front stretch. Moyer came here with the World of Outlaws back in 1989 and more recently won a UMP Summer Nationals feature here. Can the Batesville, Arkansas veteran hold off the big guns behind him? Here's a pair of Wisconsin drivers who can get the job done. Brady Smith out of Solon Springs in the 2-car runs second. In third, it's Jimmy Mars, winner of an Outlaws feature in Superior, Wisconsin in July, and winner of a big Wesell late model show here 2 years ago. Smith holds the second spot. Mars wants it, but can't make the pass. Billy Moyer is setting a blistering pace. He'll lap Shawano regular Chris Ortell in the 51 car. Working traffic will be a challenge as Smith and Mars, second and third, make the pass also. And we have a car slow on the racetrack. That's Clint Smith in the 44. The Georgia driver having a mechanical problem, and the caution is out. The restart will give the rest of the field another shot at the leader. Smith and Mars now right behind the 21 of Moyer. The restart is a clean one, and right away Billy Moyer begins to extend his lead. As the field flies down the backstretch, Smith and Mars continue their battle for the second spot. So far, that's been the best battle on the racetrack. Trouble for Chris Ortell, the 51 car on pit lane. And a real battle now for 4th through 6th. That's Shane Clanton in the 25, Josh Richards in the 1 car, and Brian Burkhofer in the 15B. Clanton out of Fayetteville, Georgia. Richards, the Rocket Man out of West Virginia. And Berkey, the hard charger out of Iowa, all racing hard for position. And check out Tim McCready in the 39 car. He started 16th, but the Watertown, New York ace is on the move and in the top 10. Nick Anvalik is having the best run of the locals in the 15 car. The second generation standout from nearby Navarino will bring that car home in 12th. Up front, there is no change. Brady Smith runs second with Jimmy Mars right there. These two will battle for practically the entire 50-lap event. No one on the night will pass more cars than Tim McCready. He is now up to 7th as the laps wind down. At this point, Billy Moyer has done just about everything you could ask, setting fast times, winning his heat, and the veteran out of Batesville, Arkansas will bring the 21 home first. A win worth $10,000 in the World of Outlaws return to Shawano Speedway. Brady Smith second, Jimmy Mars third. Dean Strom is with our feature winner.
Billy Moyer has a perfect night at the Shawano Speedway as part of the World of Outlaw Dirt Late Model Series. Sets a new track record in qualifying, wins his heat race, starts on the front row of the feature, and leads every lap. Billy, how'd you do it?
Well, the car was phenomenal here tonight. We just hit everything just right, so made me look like a hero, made my job a little easier. You know, a lot of times you got to get up on the wheel and fight these things tooth and nail, and tonight the car was pretty good. Wasn't perfect, but it's pretty good. It could always be a little better, but I was real happy with it. The engine ran phenomenal. We put a new engine in this week, and just everything turned out good. You know, it was a good racy track. You know, it turned out where you could race on it, and you know, as a racer, that's all we asked for, just be able to pass instead of a freight train deal. You know, and it was good. Had a heck of a crowd, so it was good to see that. So sure, we'll be back again here sometime, and maybe even have more cars, more money, more everything. We'll see.
Billy Moyer caps off a perfect night at Shawano Speedway, picks up the 50-lap World of Outlaw Dirt Late Model victory and 10 grand that goes along with it.
This portion of the local lap is brought to you by Tri-City National Banks. Large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Visit their website, tcnb.com. Now let's head back to Shawano Speedway and some great IMCA modified action.
24 of the best IMCA modifieds the region has to offer prepare for their feature event. The race was run as part of the World of Outlaws Dirt Late Model Special at the Shawano Speedway in Shawano, Wisconsin. And at the drop of the green, Benji Lacrosse leads the field down into corner number 1. Lacrosse from Luxembourg, Wisconsin will lead while Pulaski's Jason Charapata settles into the second spot. Lacrosse is a former IMCA Modified Super Nationals champion and IMCA National Points champion. Crash in turn 1. The 9 is Jerry Walensky of Seymour. The number 1 is Julie Weddlestedt. She'll be done for the night. Green is back out, and Lacrosse and Brian Mullen in the 72 go at it for the top spot. Mullen will run the high side, while Lacrosse keeps his potent machine glued to the bottom. After several side-by-side laps, Mullen inches ahead. Once again under caution, and Marcus Yowry of Wausau comes down pit lane with damage on his number 58. Back to the action at lap 14, and it's Mullen, a multi-time Luxembourg and Seymour track champion, at the point. But Sharapata, who restarted in the third spot, gets some great fight on the outside, and he'll shoot around Mullen for the lead and never look back. Before a standing room only crowd, Racing Jason will out of nowhere rimride and cruise to the win in the $2,000 first place money. For Sharapata, a former IMCA stock car titleist at Shawano, the win is the biggest of his career. Brian Mullen finishes second, while Mike Mullen rounds out the top three.
The modifieds were a part of this World of Outlaw Dirt Late Model Special at the Shawano Speedway. And Jason Sharapata comes home in victory lane. Jason, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Lap 14 or so, you have a caution, and this 56 machine looked like it really came to life. You went from running third or fourth to the front in short order. Tell us about it.
Prior to that, the car didn't have a ton of side bite. I was searching around for different grooves and stuff, and like I say, after that caution, I gained a ton of side bite. Either that or the top two cars went away, and yeah, the car was lights out fast after that. We're real happy. We've been fast here the last couple weeks, and as far as the answer to that, I really got no idea.
All right, well, Jason Sharapata doesn't know how he did it, but he did it, coming home victorious in tonight's 20-lap modified feature.
Stay connected with where we're going next. Log on to www.thelocallap.com.
Welcome back. You may know the four NASCAR champions from Wisconsin: Ted Musgrave, Travis Kvapil, Matt Kenseth, and Alan Kowicki by name. There's also one more driver I'd like to introduce you to that has a national championship and is still competing on the short tracks of the Upper Midwest. Let's find out who he is in this edition's The Local Lap Extra.
He's a multi-time track champion on the northeastern Wisconsin dirt scene, and Hot Rod Snellenberger is once again chasing the big prize, the IMCA Stock Car National Championship he won back in 2008.
It means a lot. I mean, it's quite an accomplishment. I mean, it's a lot of work and dedication, and to beat some of the guys that we were running against that run down south, and it's very exciting. Just knowing that we got another chance at it.
Being a one-track wonder won't win you the national championship. Hot Rod's week starts here at Seymour Speedway on Sunday nights, but there are 3 more stops before that race car is parked on Saturday night.
We don't get much sleep during the summer, that's for sure. I mean, we spend a lot of time in the garage and getting stuff done and keeping everything maintained and going, and it's a lot of work.
Chasing a championship means more than a few bumps along the way, but with well over 100 feature wins, Hot Rod's more than living up to the name, bringing fans to their feet, whether they're his fans or not.
He just entertains the crowd. He's a great driver. He understands the racetrack. He understands what the other drivers are doing out there. And like I said to him before, you know, when the crowd is cheering for you or they're booing for you, it's all for you.
I like racing with Rod because Rod's the guy to beat in our class. So, you know, racing 4 nights with him, it's like if you beat him, you got something to talk about.
You start winning a lot, and yeah, you get a lot of the boos, and people don't like the guy that always wins, I guess. But when they're booing, I guess we got their attention somehow.
Whether that's enough to earn a second national championship won't be known until fall. Till then, Hot Rod Snellenberger's doing what he does best, 4 nights a week, all season long. With the 2008 national champion, I'm Bill Holland with your local Lap Extra.
We look forward to seeing you at tracks in Iowa, the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. That'll do it for this edition of the Local Lap. We certainly hope you enjoyed the program. For more racing highlights and links to racetracks near you, visit our website, thelocallap.com. I'm Jim Tretow. Thanks for watching The Local Lap, where the racers and fans stay connected.
Promotional consideration has been provided by Big Game Tree Stands, Scottfield Builders, and by Ray Graphics. Post-production facilities for the local lap are provided by Caveman Productions.